What if everything you thought you knew about ancient sacred texts was just scratching the surface? For centuries, crucial meanings in the original Hebrew scriptures have been lost or misunderstood. Prepare to embark on a journey that will challenge your assumptions and unlock a profound, deeper understanding of these foundational writings. Ancient Hebrew isn't just a language, it's a tapestry of symbols, stories, and spiritual depth. Yet, most modern translations flatten this richness into simple words. Take the word face. In English, it's a surface. In Hebrew, panim carries layers of meaning, presence, essence, even the idea of turning towards something sacred. Every letter in Hebrew is more than a sound. It's a picture, a concept, a spiritual metaphor. When translators reduce these ideas to single words, entire dimensions vanish. Understanding Hebrew means stepping into a world where language is alive, where letters breathe meaning into every phrase. Let's decode 3 words that have shaped faith for millennia. First, Shalom. We think peace, but in Hebrew, it means wholeness, completeness, everything in harmony. It's not just the absence of conflict, it's the presence of fullness. Next, Elohim, often translated as God, but here's the revelation. The word is plural. It hints at a divine council, a concept echoed in other ancient Near Eastern texts. This means the Hebrew worldview wasn't strictly monolithic in the way we imagine. It was layered, complex, and far more dynamic than most translations suggest. Finally, Ruach, breath, wind, spirit, a force that moves, animates, and transforms. When texts speak of Ruach, they're describing something dynamic, not static, a living energy that shapes creation. These words aren't just linguistic curiosities, they reshape how we understand the divine narrative. To truly grasp Hebrew scripture, we must step into the sandals of its authors. These were nomadic tribes living close to the earth. Agricultural metaphors, vineyards, harvests weren't poetic flourishes, they were daily realities. Here's the bold truth. Many laws we read as rigid commandments were originally survival strategies for nomadic tribes. Dietary restrictions? They weren't just spiritual, they were practical safeguards against disease in a desert environment. What we see as eternal decrees may have begun as cultural wisdom adapted to harsh realities. Family and tribe weren't just social units, they were survival. Laws and moral codes grew from this communal fabric. Even commands like love your neighbor take on new weight when neighbor means the person who shares your tent, your water, your life. And Hebrew thought didn't exist in isolation. It conversed with surrounding cultures, Babylonian, Egyptian, absorbing and transforming ideas. Understanding these parallels illuminates texts in ways modern readers often miss. Consider an eye for an eye. Often seen as proof of harsh justice, here's the revelation. It was revolutionary mercy in its time. It limited vengeance. Before this, retaliation could spiral into blood feuds. This law was a radical step toward fairness, not brutality. It's not about punishment. It's about preventing cycles of violence. Also, love your neighbor. In a tribal world, this wasn't abstract morality. It was radical hospitality, extending covenant loyalty beyond bloodlines. Even the poetry of Hebrew matters. Parallelism, repetition, and contrast reveals spiritual depth. When a psalm says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands," it's not redundancy, it's amplification, layering meaning through rhythm. So why does this matter today? Because every layer we uncover brings us closer to the heart of these texts and to a richer spiritual experience. Here's the shocker. Some scholars argue that certain Hebrew words carry quantum-like concepts of interconnectedness, ideas of unity and energy that modern physics only now explores. Could ancient language hold keys to truths science is just beginning to articulate? New tools, lexicons, archaeological findings, AI-driven analysis are helping us decode meanings lost for centuries. But the journey is far from over. Each discovery sparks debate, reshaping theology and history. If you're ready to explore, start with the Hebrew alphabet. Learn the roots, dive into resources that reveal the symbolic depth behind every word. And remember, these texts aren't static relics, they're living conversations across time. What do you think these lost meanings reveal about the divine story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into ancient mysteries and sacred texts, subscribe and join us for the next journey. Because the past still speaks, if we learn how to listen.